What is up, everyone? It is me, Wayne 101, and welcome to another episode of City Skylines. We're going back. I haven't played this in a long while on the channel, and we're going back and having a look at their city again and seeing what our next step is in improving our city and building onto it. I had a lot of ideas. One of creating a new sort of town area, but then across the coast, making it a little less populated, and then finding a way to basically connect up the roads, which could be very cool, to be honest. I might want to do that because the lakeside, or this little, yeah, it's a lake, is very cool, and I'd love to build onto it. Now, I'm gonna this way, and I mean, at least in the building of the lakeside town, I'm gonna look a lot more into using the special paving that comes with the mods, purely because I kind of want to use them a lot more. They're very cool, and they could do a lot of creative stuff that I basically haven't been doing since we started the series. So these are I'd say higher class people, but again, I don't think we have a choice when it comes to that, because I think that all depends on how well educated these people are, and other aspects that actually depict whether they're rich or not. However, which I'm seeing now, why are there these trees are in the water? Cliff sides, they don't have trees. Look, there's a few are just in the water. Alright, so we're gonna slowly go across here and just basically put down a simple path, and then we'll see how we can integrate an actual town into the build here, because you can't just have a bunch of houses going down from here. So what we want to do is find a way to connect up the bits. So if you have a road that goes across from here, like so, and probably one like right here in that little groove, and then we'll connect that up more when it, so for example, that's probably a lot better. Draw a straight line going from there to there. Perfect. And then this will just be, we'll keep it very open and very relaxed, and still have a little bit of an actual town. So what we kind of want is I wouldn't say city center, but a sort of a town center. It kind of stretches across it all. There we go. Which means that there's a little bit more to the town than just, you know, the lake. So this will all have housing, and we'll actually have some proper living estates, or living, yeah, I don't know how you'd say this. Just living areas, living residential zone. We're gonna be very proper city builders. We'll call it residential zone. And here I don't want to do too much, because then it starts invading the space of the people living by the lake. I don't want that. I really don't. Perfect. So the water connection's really easy because there's already piping from the water pump of the lake. Only difficult aspect will be connecting up the power. So I think the best way we could do it is if we place relay stations, which we don't have enough money for. So to speed up the game, get some more money in, and get these people some power before we start really zoning, because what will happen is that these people will get pissed, and they won't want to live here. And then we got an issue. So connect it up to here, and then we'll just start by housing on this side. Now I'm not sure if I want to put housing here because the highway is here, However, what we can do with the highway, which we might want to do here, is upgrade it so that it has sound barriers. This means the people who live here will be less disturbed by the highway. But yeah, I probably want to just maybe consider this road to be empty at first and just get a few people in here. There we go. However, they don't have a connection to the city, and that's where I want to come in here and create a small 4-lane road. It sort of enters from here. We'll make it go up over the highway and then back down. I kind of wanted to go to the city. And again, this is costing us a high amount of money, but it does mean the towns are more or less connected, which is a vibe I kind of want to get from this build. But again, very, very expensive. And will it make us any money? Probably not. So we'll just do this really dumb waiting until we get enough money to let these people be connected to the town. There we go. It's not the neatest and not the nicest, but it connects the town, and that's all I care about, to be honest. Right now. There we go. And then from here, of course, we'll start zoning the rest. And that's where it becomes important. This is where really it starts kicking in, and we'll start seeing some really cool houses that have the lakeside view. And then we'll probably find a way to build some of the beach attractions. So a fishing pier and other aspects. There's some pretty cool stuff. Skate park. Stuff I haven't looked at, which is a shame because they're really cool. So yeah, we'll have more of that here. I don't know what I want to do for this town square bit, to be honest. For now, probably place a park here, and then see if we can actually line up this road properly, because it isn't lined up. There we go. So it's perfectly lined up. And then connect it up to... There we go. So it becomes a little bit more of a legitimate town square. I'll probably, if once we get to the point where we can, when does this come in? 7,000. I would consider putting more high residential in these areas instead of the low res that we've been placing everywhere. But yeah, so far this is fine. It looks really good. I'm liking the whole lakeside stuff. Now we just need to continue it on, really. So I don't know if I want to... I kind of want to... Yeah, we'll just continue the... Now the problem becomes that at some places, like on this ridge, so we go to zoning, on this ridge, there's a lot of spaces that aren't getting the full potential. So they aren't getting that space that they need. And if we just flatten the area a little bit and then we'll soften it, I think we can get more space for the zoning. And then we'll place, there we go. Of course, I haven't put piping down for this. It's very important. And then we'll connect it back to the city in a sense. I don't know if I'm using the right words here, man. A lot of it doesn't make sense, but I hope it just does in the end. So we'll connect it back up, and we'll probably have another road come up from here. So we'll have it come up, around, and connect it up via that. Which means we could connect it to here as well. Because that means that this can be residential as well. All of this. Perfect. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of complaints here because there's no fire department, no police, no nothing. So we'll just create some little... We'll put the police here. Is there a cooler police station? 60,000 for just a... Seems a bit much. And then we'll also put the fire department here, of course. And then I think what I want to do here is make it look a little bit official and have some park paving go around it. You know, these are still like, you know, service buildings. However, it doesn't mean they don't need to look nice. And I think that's really important for me. Is the aesthetic of this place. I think these guys are a little bit too high to be in the main runs. So I'll probably replace them with something a little bit smaller. There we go. Oh yeah, of course these guys don't have water because it's not attached to it. Now they will. They do have electricity, which is fine. Very good. So now it becomes a demand for commercial, and I think the best place to fill that commercial is right here in town. Now what I will do is I will place a sort of central road, which I want to put parks beside of. So like so and so, so and so. And there were the parks of not the sewage plant. Still working. Oh, it's like that. I guess that looks kind of cool. Whatever. There was the parks that are like a path that connect from one end to the other. I don't know if that is a thing. And I can't seem to find it. It wasn't like that. It does look similar. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll do this here. And then we will build the commercial district right here. So this will satisfy that commercial demand that we're receiving. And will look nice within this part of town. And this will be like the shopping district, I guess. Considering continuing that on this side as well, but that means we'll have to get a path in there. So these are a little bit smaller. We could probably fit these in here. So if we actually get rid of this, although it looked nice, we're gonna get rid of this. And then we're gonna turn the snapping off. That's the problem, the space is already occupied to a certain... Okay. So we'll connect it up to here. See a lot of error signs flashing across. That's why these guys don't have water just yet. And then what we'll do here is we'll do this same thing. Oh, there's no 3. Oh, there is. 3x1 car park, and then we'll just fill this in and that, and then this will just be trees. Again, just fulfilling the commercial demand. Because we built... Oh my god, what's happened here? Oh, fires, probably. I hope that returns to its original. So yeah, the commercial district here is completely filled, which is nice. That's probably why there was demand, because... Okay, perfect. That's gonna be fine then. I think that looks really cool. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the build of the Lakeside town. That's probably what I'll call it. We'll be back with another episode. We'll probably continue either building here or continue finishing off the Lakeside a bit. Eventually we'll go all the way around the lake, but we'll see about that. For now, hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.